Hello and welcome back to another casual night chit chat show. Now, before we begin, all right, you know what, I have to do some checking. I want to delete my previous stream because I think, you know what, it's better too because I'm gonna upload to YouTube, so I want to clean out a few things. First thing first, we have a topic and an announcement for you today. Yes, today. So, topic number one, straightforward topic. It is an important topic, and it is something that, how do I put it this way? Hey there, Lou, welcome to the stream. It is something that I have been advocating for the Web3 platform, and I think that's the reason why it is important. Yup. Uh, that's how it is, and it is stop killing. We're gonna talk about stop killing games and the how do I put it this way? It is a action. No, it's not action. It is a movement. Okay, I cannot say it's a movement, but at the same time, it is a movement. I cannot say it's an action because it's also an action. It is mainly for okay, you know what? I'm gonna read straight up. Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games they have sold to customers. That is the most important line. All right. And we want to try to talk, not say talk a little bit, we want to compare the difference between a published game and a Web3 game. What are I want to say what are the legality and whatnot. Okay, we want to see how close a Web3 game is treated as a game because we want to take technically speaking, Web3 games is a good, goods. It is a product, technically. So we're gonna go with all the I won't say nitty gritty, but we're gonna go through the details. But of course, the first, or rather the highlight of the topic is the stop killing games. You know what? I'm gonna call it a movement, and I think it's more of a petition because you can sign. Right now we are on 5 million, not 5 million, 566,000. That's 56%. That's great. So if they get a million, yep, that's good. This is mainly for the European side, from what I read. So we're gonna go through the whole entire article, or the what you call um, the whole entire thing. Okay, and I think that this is important. This is very very important because if we look at games in general, right, just traditional video games, it is technically a product, right? You sell games to people, people buy, they get to play, they get to have fun. And of course, as the internet boom, when games requires online access, games has live service, things gets a little bit muddier because things are going through the air quote subscription, not just video games but software as well. Personally, I don't like the subscription. At first, I like the subscription model because it's a little bit, I would say, on paper, the subscription model kind of works. And that's the fun bit because, like all Web3 games to date, it works on paper. Practicality, when it goes to the real world, when it's open up to everyone, that's a whole different story. We talked a little bit about Ember Sword last stream, and oh boy, it is. No, we need to not say fix this type of stuff, but we really need to get this under control. And the more I would say, how to, let me reword this. The more Web3 game follows this type of trend, yeah, okay, it's not good. All right. Oh, great. There we go. All right. No, it's just bad. The more the trend of nah, the more what is this? The more of the online trend? No. Okay. Rewind a little bit. Hey there, Victor. Welcome to the stream. The more that games follow lives, I need to reword this properly. Um, yeah, I need to reword. I really need to reword this. Hold on a sec. Yeah. All right. Cool. So I think the line is it is you know what? It is a bad it is a trend, and it is a bad trend for lots and lots of games gonna flow into the live service style. Yeah, I'm gonna put on that. All right, games that requires internet to play. That's a big trend that I would. That's a terrible trend to follow. Yeah, obviously there are a few small little things like online DRM and whatnot, IP and stuff. But personally, you know what? I do see why they do it, but no, no. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. It's a bad trend. Okay, so with that, we're gonna let it pause for not say pause a bit. We can just let's sit it down a little bit. I just need to do some spring cleaning for my game because we have a big announcement for today, and I don't know how big the announcement is, but it's a big announcement. Okay, let's see. First thing first, let's go through some of the stuff on Tyranno Studios before we go to that part. We want to see what's happening on the announcement side. Spin Tycoon open beta, no, open beta that's done already. What else? There's a new post yesterday. 1.3.2 patch notes. Update new reward. Okay, so this mainly for Spin Tycoon. It's been a while I checked on Spin Tycoon though. It's been a while. Okay, let's see. Nothing. You know what? We can cover that a little bit later if I have enough time. Nothing. What about Brawlers? Brawlers, no announcement, no update. That's okay. For those who managed to enjoy, for those who managed to join the Saturday tournament, that's great. Music Mogul, yeah, Music Mogul is the one that is the most painful, painful one, which is sad. Yeah, very sad. Okay, I think that's it. Yeah, nothing much really on Tyranno Studios in general. So that's okay. That's okay, because usually developers has a I won't say cycle. There will be a slow period, but in a way, I did say a few times as well, like, do we? Do we? No, monthly. It needs a monthly update. So far, Spin Tycoon kind of fulfills that role a little bit, so I think it's all right. Yeah, Music Mogul is really like dead. To me, it's dead already. The way the amount of updates we get, so that's okay. So that's that. Brawlers we are playing. So Brawlers doesn't really need anything else as long they maintain stability. Oh, you know what? I can throw this guy on the topic later. Yes, yes. Brawler Bowl 2 this weekend. All right, cool. That's a new brawl. I mean, the we're gonna read that a little bit because I think last week I did say they need to update their what do you call this? Not saying notification. No. Details? No, not details. Oh no, details. Yeah. Just clean up some details just a little bit. And of course every week, Saturday 9 p.m. PT time. That's the community. No, I won't say community. No, that's a community tournament time. No, can I use the word tournament? Not it's not really a get together as well, but it is a get together. It is a tournament. So what do you call that? What do you call that? Because for TCG it's a gathering. Yeah, but that's probably because it's Magic the Gathering. They call it Friday Night Magic. And it's always the specific time. People just come in, play, hang out. But for brawlers, do you really hang out? Answer is yes too, because just hang out. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna say community weekend Saturday 9 p.m. PT time, right? Where it's community tournament weekend. You know, let's put it this way. Community tournament weekend. Okay, so with that, let's see. I need to do my spring cleaning. I need to check one very important thing, and that is the devlog. Okay, so devlog 23. Oh no, oh, that's correct, right? Yeah, that's last week. Need 3 attack animation. I think we covered that as we covered that. Devlog 24. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I just realized this week is just horrible. Last week is just horrible. Barely get not say barely get anything done. There's nothing on the list. There we go. Yep. Okay. Cool. 20th of June. Yeah. No, everything is correct. 4th. I see. Oh wow, nothing. I got nothing to play. I see. I think I missed up because 30th of May. Yeah, this is important. 30th of May, 6. Yeah, 13. I missed out 22, 13. So it's 25, devlog 25. Test. GG. H. No. Continue. Wait, I need to change this. So we are at devlog 25. Let's see. Okay, cool. All right, now this is correct, and then I need to do is I need to check the stuff that I've uploaded. So I need to go through the Twitch stream, and I think stability. Yes, stability is key. 12 signups last week, 8. Yeah, this month, this whole entire month, I can't do anything. So 12 people, 12 sign up. That's great. Okay. Let's see. All right. So 4th is. So I know last week. Oh, dang it! Now I need to figure out what I've done. Twitch. Oh, I already load up. What am I doing? I already load up. Okay, cool. June? Okay, June 13. What did I did for June 13? New double check. All right, next up is Daily Buddha. Okay, I did say minimal coding and 4th of June. Yeah, that's correct. Why is it June 20? Can't figure out why. No. Oh, dang it. Yeah, might as well just go for it. Could fall. Okay, let's see. I need to do this part. Okay. So we did talk about the economy, like game economy. What did we do for the game dev part? That's the one that I need to know. Did we do overlay? No, we did animation. I remember. Oh, dang it. 6-1. I'm supposed to play 6-1. Yeah, there we go. So gotcha. Animation task, need 3 animation. 1 new. 1. Oh, come on. 5-1. A bit late to do this though. 6. Yeah, don't need to go through. If I even know I play 6-1, so I don't think I should go through. 1 new attack. Attack animation. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, on the 20th. I think I forgot to write. I think I forgot 666. 666. Let's see. Anything below a 5 I'll hit. 8. 8 a bit tough. Because he has the diamond have to play 8-1 for me to call. Oh yeah, it's just pure or 1. Yeah, only 1. Okay, cool. What did I did last week? 6-1. Again, if I get 6-7, go for it. Go for it, even though it's risky for me. Go for it. Okay, cool. So so that was that. Last week. Okay. What did I do last week? I know last week we barely did. We only did a few small little things. Dang it. Do I play? I feel I should play this. I feel I should play that. Although, oh no, yes. 6, 7, 7. Yeah, if it's 7-8, 7-8, I'm still dead anyway. GG. Got no cards to go around. No, I can force one more round. Okay. Let's see what happened on June 20th. June 20th is... Oh, another animation. Yes, another animation. And some cleanup. Ada Lily Buddha, welcome to the stream. Okay. Edit 1 new animation. Command cleanup. Yeah, okay. Yeah, really nothing much on devlog 24. Not really nothing much. What else did I do? I supposed to have an extra animation. Though. Where are you? Okay, we still have time for this. Clean up, yeah, clean up. I don't think I did anything worth noting. Okay. Anyway, I think I did write down that says that up on devlog 22, everything is very minimal, like really minimal task. The 5. I don't know if I can go through the 5. Yeah. Okay. Since it's feature locked, I'm not going to introduce too much feature, but we need to talk about the game. You know what? The game later. So today we're going to talk about stop killing games. It is a, I'm going to call it a movement, a petition on not say preventing, but for people who spend money. Okay, so this is the important part. When you buy a game, basically technically you should own the game. That means you can play it anytime, anywhere, as long as you can install. That is for today's no. Let's go all the way back a little bit more. So games are usually sold in No, let's start with typical games. All right. So for example, if you play any sports, as long you own the item to play, then you can play. All right. Doesn't matter how you want to play. Doesn't matter about the rules. As long you own the equipment to play a game, you get to play. That is normal, regardless whether it's sports or just any other things. And I just realized, terrible hand, terrible hand. All right, so those are traditional physical games. Like for example, if you own a pinball machine or you own a pool table, you get to play anytime, anywhere you like. If you own a deck of cards, you can play however you like to play. The company that creates the deck of cards cannot tell you how you should not play the game. People who buy trading cards back then and now, same thing as well. You can choose how you want to play the game. If you don't want to play, you just want to buy and own, that's also all right. Ooh, and got punked by it by one, but that is expected. Okay, so that is physical games. Now when it comes to video games, whereas the old school video games are basically based on old school counterpart. If you own a cartridge, if you own a floppy disk, not say floppy disk, yeah, actually floppy disk and stuff, right? Yeah, you get to play. Simple as that, right? If you own it, you own the physical disc, you get to play. If you own the physical cartridge, you get to play. But before that, GG. I really got nothing to go back and forth. All them eights. All them eights. All right. So that's one. However, things change. When did it went to more digital side? Is it the introduction of Steam? Because I know the introduction of Steam really pushes the digital ownership of games. Now, a lot of people back then, they kind of see it. If you don't own a physical copy, you don't get to play the game, which is totally fine. That is the argument back then. But then again, back then you have two choices: physical and physical or digital. You get to choose which one, which medium you want to buy the game. And I think probably easily that for the past 10 years, the lines has blurred towards more of digital ownership. And of course, there are one or two studios out there that says this little tagline. Probably you can Google it, alright? Technically, you do not own the game. You own the license to play the game. And that makes so that because of that statement, and the fun bit is it's the same exact company right now that Stop Killing Games is trying to challenge. And you know what? Truth to be told, it is something that I would advocate for, which is games. As long you buy it with real money, as long there's an exchange of real money, you should keep the game, regardless of the state of the game. And that's the one that I've been talking a lot more about the on what do you call this? On Web3 games. A little bit brain fart. Okay, so the problem, not say the problem, the main problem. Can I use the word problem? I don't use the word problem though. I want to use along the lines of, because of digital ownership. There is people are getting studios like, ooh, that is nasty. 3-1. If it's a 1, if it's a 3-3, I'm okay. 3-1. Ooh. Because I was no, I played 2-2. I didn't want to call. Ah, really? Nothing for me. Hold on a sec. Okay. So with the switch to be more not switch to be more digitalized, when games and products and software, I'm going to use software because games are technically software, video games to be precise. Things are getting more live service style, a little bit more subscription no, I cannot use the word subscription based because subscription based is mainly for MMORPGs because that's the tried and true live service games. And back then, see, the reason is why back then is okay is they need to run a server. And I know some live service games today still follow the same structure. You have a server to run and whatnot. So I'm gonna say, yeah, as long you have a server to upkeep, then sure, there is a little bit of I won't say possible. There's more reasoning to maintain, a little bit of surcharge, to maintain server and whatnot. So that's fine. That's cool. That's great. I can accept that reasoning. So, however, other games started to introduce the DRM, the online DRM. Oh, we don't want people to pirate our game and whatnot, which is fair enough. Fair enough. I could not say no, but again, on paper, it looks okay. On paper, it looks okay. But in true practices, it's questionable. Yeah. All right. Before we no, it's questionable. Yeah. And then comes the first. All right. So the first, I would say tragedy. I won't say tragedy, but the first tragedy is The Crew by Ubisoft. Literally, they just removed the game completely when the service gets shut down. That's the thing. It gets shut. The service gets closed down completely, and that puts a little bit. I would say, not say a little bit. That puts not say put a strain. That puts a strain on the line of digital ownership. People start questioning, like, hey, is this how gaming is? Not say gaming. Digital games gonna be? Basically, Ubisoft says get comfortable with not owning games. Yeah, that's the exact quote. Get comfortable by not owning games. Whew, that is rough. That is very, very rough, and that sets up a very, very bad precedent. Not say precedent. That sets up a bad trend. So far, I think only The Crew gets the biggest axe, but that is because it's a published game. But if you look at Web3, it's in the ballpark of that zone. It's in that zone, which is bad, very, very bad. Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna put a pin. Can't really challenge that. GG, sudden death. This Saturday, get a free coffee and donut NFT. Okay, so with The Crew and because of The Crew, everybody questions why should not say why should we care about digital ownership. People question about the digital ownership, and in fact, this would actually, if it's not answered correctly, if it's not, I don't want to use the word what do you call this, control or whatnot, but if it's not controlled by law, it's a bad thing. Right? If it's not regulated, that's the word. If it's not regulated, it's a bad thing, because now anyone can just sell you a piece of software, and when the live service ends, it says, oops, you know what, you lose everything. And that goes to the next segue. A lot of Web3 games has this issue. In fact, I would say all Web3 game has this issue right now. I've not seen a Web3 game that can that goes that not say goes away, but that actually moves away from this. No, but Web3 games are built on no more excuse. As of now, this year 2025, there's no more excuse anymore, because everyone touted as like, hey, you know what, this is gonna be the next game, this is gonna be the next X killer, this is gonna be this is gonna be that. No excuse. They have to put out a product, and because Web3 games is built on buying NFTs, technically you own the game. You should own the game. There's no, I don't think there's any excuse or reason on why you should not own the game. All right. So with that, let's take a look at stop killing games because that's the most important thing. Bring up the article or the website because I really not say advocate, but yes, I am standing behind them because it is important. It is the most important thing. Okay, where are you? Yeah, all right. Oh no, can I? One moment, let me adjust the screen. Okay, tweak. All right, stop killing games. So it is a petition. I think it's more of a petition and action. Let's see about past action later. So Stop Killing Games is a consumer movement started to challenge the legality of publishers destroying video games that they have sold to customer. Now, this line, it actually goes, the question now is, does Web3 game follows this line? Did Web3 projects sell a video game to customers? Technically, they are still a product, all right? So technically, they're still a product. The only difference is they are not technically selling a game. That's the slippery slope that unfortunately most, if not all, Web3 games kind of doesn't really fall under this umbrella. But then again, they should. Okay, so an increasing number of video games has been sold effectively as goods with no stated expiration date. That is one thing in Web3 games does not state as well. There's no expiration date. So when the games go belly up, technically it should be available for people to still continue to play. And that's second line is the reason why I am very not the second line really enforces the rule. Okay, but design complete. Okay, let's see. No stated expiration date, but designed to be completely unplayable as soon as the support of the publisher ends. Straight up, right? Straight up, typical, not say typical, problem and issue for all Web3 games to date. This practice is form of planned I cannot pronounce this word properly. I'm not gonna no. It's not detrimental to customers, but make preservation effectively impossible. All right. So the next line is mainly for game preservation. All right. This one, not to say I don't get behind it, but obviously you want to preserve as much games as you can, and of course any games that is made, it is worth preserving. Okay, but this is mainly on the preservation side. Of course, there are some games. Oh no. One of the key reasons why they should have game preservation, which I just realized, is mainly for documentation as well. Like, what if somebody want to improve a game that was made, say, in the 1980s? Okay, now all they need to do is just remember the title of the game. Then they can Google it up. In fact, I can Google some of the games that I used to play, and it is fantastic. Do they own the code for the game? Okay, then that's where we can draw the line. You probably will not preserve the source code in general. You can preserve the final product, but not the source code. If the publisher says, hey, you know what, we don't want the source code to go out to the public, fair enough. That I'm okay, as long we get the final product. Furthermore, the legality of this practice untested in many countries. Yeah, basically no regulation and whatnot. Over the past years, we have successfully escalated complaints. France, Australia. Okay, so this mainly to complain to countries, European citizen initiative. So you get to sign the petition. So they are mainly for here. And of course, the main complaint, or rather, this is the game that basically broke the camel's back. Or rather, because of this game, the crew that pushes this initiative or movement. Okay, very important for those who do not know about the crew. The crew is I wouldn't say it's a triple A game, but it is a triple A game. It's a high budget, full price game. When I say full price, is 69.99 or $60. You know what? I'm gonna go $60. All video games should cost $60 regardless. The question is it regardless? That's another question. But full price game used to be $60, now it's $70, and now they want to move up to $80. Things are getting trickier and trickier. One, people will blame the inflation. For me, I think inflation is a cop-out. Not really a big issue, but it does play a role. But that's a story for another day. The main thing is the crew. When they say, hey, you know what, we decided to shut down the servers. Okay, shutting down the servers, that's completely fine, because lots of people run private servers for games that does not exist, where the service for that game does not exist or no longer exists. People can still play, they run their own servers. However, the crew, the moment they shut down the service, they remove the game completely from the marketplace. They remove the access, how put this? Basically, they remove people from playing the game, and that's a big deal. And that literally is the same exact cycle for so far all the Web3 games that I've played. Same thing. They remove even doesn't matter if the game is a clicker game or not. Literally, they remove the game completely, so you can't play. And because of that, like I said, any Web3 games that is put out, they need to have a single player game. Now, there are a lot of arguments behind it. Now, the question is Web3 game a product or a service? And the answer for me is I would take it as I have to treat it as a product, because you pay money for it. You pay money for NFTs, and then the reason why you buy it so that you can play. Of course, the reason for playing the game can be many things, but it goes along with it. The next thing is, so far Web3 didn't completely break the rule, because you can still, technically, you are still owning the digital item, but you just cannot do anything with it. And that's a shame, because most Web3 projects, the reason why they have all this NFT and stuff is because you get to play the game. There's a big difference between if it's just a sticker versus, okay, you need to have this in order to play the game. And that goes to the next part, which is brawlers. Now, brawlers reaches a stage where I can say they can effectively just package it as a game and call it a day. Really, all they need is so far they fulfilled, I wouldn't say that, no, kind of they fulfilled the promise a little bit. We have iOS, we have Android, we can play on, it is on Epic Game Store, so that's okay, that's great. The question is, can we play it offline if the service goes down? So we're gonna look forward a little bit, and I would say if the service goes down, we must and still we must and still can play the game. The question is, of course, I know how the not say I know completely, but because the server, does brawlers really need a server to run? That's the next question, though. Does brawlers really need a server to run? In my opinion, not really. You don't really need it. You can do peer-to-peer. With that, I say yes. If the service goes down, brawler, the team needs to change this to a not say single player friendly, but you need to be able to play it without the server. Yeah, and I'm gonna pay attention to this. All right, we're gonna pay attention to this if the game does not have a offline error code version. Yeah, I'm gonna make some noise because this is important. This is definitely important. So with that, a lot of Web3 games that I've encountered. In fact, games that I'm trying to make, the requirement is it has to have an offline version, right? And that is mainly if I were to have a online version. So games that you're playing right now on my Twitch stream, in general, yeah, I'm trying to push a little bit into the offline side. All right, so that's that. That's on top put out. It is very, very important for stop killing games, or rather for game preservation, offline mode, right? Because people pay money. If you say the game is free, okay, I think I'm gonna close with this. What about games that are free? To me, I think it's very simple. If the game is free to begin with, then hey, what's stopping you from letting people play for free, right? Like free to play games and whatnot. You know what? The free to play game side is actually a big thing. I'm gonna put it on another segment, so it's easier to talk about that later. And with that, right, talking about games and whatnot. So effectively, next week, I need to put a deadline for myself. All right, so next week we're gonna have a playable version for my game. Small little announcement. It's a big announcement, but is it big announcement? Yes, so next week we're gonna have a playable version for you guys to play. Now, before we go to that, before we wrap up a few things, we want to go through a few small little things, and that is we're gonna play through the whole entire game because it's kind of done already. It's kind of done, but there's some visual things that I have not put it into place. Yes, it's not pleasing when it comes to, how do I put it this way, presentation. Like, nobody wants to see this type of stuff. This like, so I need to put a bit more work. And it is not. Most likely, I'm gonna call this a. What stage can I put it this? I'm gonna read up a little bit more, and I'm gonna see which stage I am right now for this game. But at least I need to make it more presentable. So I'm gonna put a little bit more work on the weekend and on a Monday. Yeah, I'm gonna put as much work as I can. All right, so without further ado, let's go. Let's do a gameplay loop, and then I'm gonna need to do one or two, actually just one main decision. All right, so we have this guy. Okay, windmill house, buff. So we're gonna clean up this part, and then we click gym. All right, I already made this two. I have made two. What do you call this image for the buff? So that's great. So when we go here, windmill house. Oh, I don't like this backdrop. I need to figure out a way to make a nicer backdrop. And then these two things to click. You know what? The two things to click, I think we have to do it without animation. So I have to cut down the animation for these two things. We're gonna have a boxing. We're gonna have a boxing sandbag over here, and then we're gonna have. Okay, so we have a buff. We have XP. We have buff, we have XP. That's another question. Also XP, we also have leveling. So leveling will increase your damage and whatnot. So that's that. And then when we go for, yeah, so this one I fixed last stream. So last stream, this is where we got all the overlay. So overlay, I need to do another more. Basically, this part is done already for combat. I just need to change the overlay a little bit. Yeah, okay, so yeah, a little bit of cleanup over here and there. And then we're gonna put on the goal of the game. So we need to I really need to test it. So tentatively on next stream, I think next Tuesday I will go back to stream. Yeah, you know what? Next week probably stream as normal. So that's good. That's good. So you know what? Let's aim 1st of July. And the date is just nice. 1st of July, I'm trying to get this game to a playable state. So that's one. Number two, we're gonna have a sort of a soft scoring system. For every enemy you defeat, you get one score. You get one score, and then other than that, how high can you? For every enemy you defeat, you get one. You score 1 point. And then for every enemy you defeat, the enemy gets stronger. And then I'm gonna add one more thing over here. I'm gonna add a block. So you want to time your block according to the enemy, and when you block, you get no damage. But we're gonna add a stamina bar. Ooh, things are getting a little bit more complicated here, but I think that's doable. I think that's doable. And then the stamina bar will not replenish. I need to, okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, so we're gonna add a block button. And then I think I can put I can create a new animation for the block. Cool. Okay, you know what? That would be it. That would be it. Okay, get this guy up here. Animation. All right, cool. So when you click a button, you block. Okay, block. Yeah, so it's about timing. All right, the blocking is just about timing. But first I need to get yeah, you know what? Not that part. I'll worry later. I will worry that later. Okay, get a button. Okay. And then we go to scene. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna put it here somewhere around. I'm gonna put outside here for now. We're gonna call it block. Okay, there we go. Okay. Yeah, I'll figure out that part later. Adventure manager. So you know what? First of July. Our target for 1st of July. But as long as I release that week, I should be okay. I should be satisfied for the first build. Build 1. Prototype build 1. But I want to research, what do you call that? I don't think it's is it MVP? It's definitely not MVP minimum viable product though. It feels like it's not a minimum viable product. It feels like somewhere along the lines of prototype. It feels like prototype than minimum viable product. Okay. Where is my script? Hello, where's the script? I'm waiting for my script to open. Hello, come on. Show me the script. Why everything is so slow? So block animation. Yeah, okay, cool. We just need to put a few small little flags. I think the flags easy flags. Okay. And then we want to do it today so that the whole entire combat system is done. We just need to add one extra perimeter, which is tracking our score and enemy defeated. Technically, enemy defeated equals score. Yeah. And then at the same time, you need to juggle on your mood as well. So that's the part I need to kind of solve it, fix it. 1st of July. Now it feels 1st of July is a bit harder because I might not have enough time to push everything. No, next week. 1st of July I might not hit 1st of July, but next week, yes. Next week, yes. It must go out. So either Tuesday or Thursday. That's all right. Either Tuesday and Thursday. I'm gonna say more towards Thursday. More towards. Okay. Active. Okay, no. Special and okay. Activate special. Activate special. Let me get this guy out. Let me get the button so I can get the adventure manager. Attack. Adventure manager. Gotcha. Come on. Why aren't you showing? Why aren't the script showing? That is not fun. Come on, script, work for me. If not, I really showing nothing in the background. Oh no. Yes, finally. Okay. Public attack. No. So void. Okay, so this is a defend. Okay, nothing needed here. Okay, good. And then, come on, why is it got stuck again? Okay. Let it compile a little bit so that I can assign this to the button. I need it to be assigned. Oh my goodness, why everything is so slow? Player in attack. Okay, so technically you are in attack. You can't defend and attack at the same time, so that's that. So counter bar gets nothing. Player attack. Okay, yeah. Next one is we want to do a player attack. Okay, player attack. Where's the command? Player attack. There we go. Okay, attack in special. Now we want to not follow this. We want to just delete everything up here. No delete needed. There we go. Defend. Then we want to copy this line. No, this line. Put down here. Nice. Okay, so if it's not in special attack, and then we're gonna trigger an animation, defend animation. The only difference is we will add one more parameter here, and that is defend. AI parameter, sorry. Public bool defend. Attack speed. Okay, I'm just gonna copy this. Double damage, yeah. Because I don't know where to put this guy later. Okay. That it is attacking. Hit cancel. We don't care about that. External access. Get attack. Got hit cancel attack safety. These are all my old scripts. And that shows you sometimes preserving some of these codes is important as well. For me, I preserve myself. Yep. Okay. Enemy setup. Boss set. No. Attack. Set to roam. Activate special. No. Attack. Calculate the damage. Attack module set damage. Okay, so when we defend, why do you in defend? Okay. In defend equals true. Okay, there we go. And then when we play an animation, once the animation is done, then we will put here. Player AoE attack. There we go. Deal damage. Single. Alright, this is not single attack. Single attack. False. Remove. I don't know what is it called. Start taking damage. All right, I'm gonna call it God mode because you don't take damage. Don't take damage. God mode. All right, cool. The next part is when you are in defend, you don't need to take damage, and we want to go through that whole entire line. No, not XP. Current HP. There we go. Hit cancel attack. Damage now. If this is a red boss. So is it here? Dead avatar active in special attack. So it's here. It's here. All right. So we're gonna just get a shoehorn stuff. 10. No damage. I'm gonna call it a buff. If not in defense. There we go. All right, simple as that. Simple as that. Okay, next up, we need an animation that will show how long it defends, or rather how long the gap. Yeah. Okay, let it compile. Button 3. This is Venture Manager, defend. Okay, cool. So it rewards a little bit of skill usage, just a little bit. And then if you block, should you use... You know what? We should, because if not, you permanently keep blocking, and I don't want to introduce a new resource. So when you block, you remove some. You can't keep blocking permanently. And then blocking should be something a bit more of a choice. So the cost should be higher. Let's put 4. 4 to block. So you can block 2 times in a row. And then block, you should get chip damage. But no, for now we don't get chip damage. Huh. Okay, no. Block. So far block, you don't not say you don't get chip damage. You just I need to balance that up. That's another annoying part, because you want to balance up. Because if you don't block, you get attack. Does it really? All right. Thank you for tuning in, Daily Buddha and Break the. How do I put it? No, you know what? Just for the sake of it, I'll put a block. I'll put a block up. So we're gonna have a counter. Like you can block X amount of time. After that, you can't block anymore, and that's it. Yeah. Because I want to add on with like there's multiple attacks, and that's down the line. So at least we can get one of this done, and we can add in a new animation, and then we call it done. Okay, block. What do I need to do next? Yeah, we just put it in. Okay. So when okay. So when we defend, we need to animate. So animate, I'm gonna open up my animator. Oh no, not animator. Open up Toy Ape. Window animation. Okay, animation is up. So instead of going there, yeah, go here. Okay, we need armature. We're gonna create a new clip. We're gonna call this block. And then we're gonna go here, animations. No, wrong one. Animated avatar. Where did I put my animation? Single player? No, not single player. Toy Ape. Toy Ape animation, V2 animation block. Yes. Okay. All right. Armature, bone. Right, this is very straightforward. I just need this. Put you up. Put you up. Push you up. Push you up. And then we're gonna turn this in a little bit. Turn this in a little bit. We need the hand. No, we need the arm. Yeah, hand. So, cover the face. And that's another animation done. Cover the face. Yeah, it doesn't really look like covering the face. You know what? This will be it. Okay, and then we're gonna copy this. We go all the way. I need to put this 30 sec 30 half. Okay, we're gonna play and see the gap. All right. Okay, that's too fast. So we're gonna give a bit time. Put. Okay. Play. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. That looks good. Gonna just push a little bit forward. Okay, and then on special N, where are you on special N? On special N, and then we need then on special start. On special start. Okay, there we go. That's it. That's all I need for this. Now we can go to animator. We can go for block. And then we transition. Okay, you might not be able to see it properly, so I'm gonna do it somewhere here. Yeah, there we go. Put you here, no exit time, so 0, 0, close. This is gonna be a trigger, so trigger. We're gonna call it special block. Special block. Okay, that's it. And then here is exit time 1, transition 1. No, transition 0. There's no transition time. Okay, and with that, once this is done, all I need to do is just fix up a little bit of what do you call this? Hold on a sec. I forgot to do something. Go to script. There we go. Special block. Okay. Save. All right, so defend. Yeah, so we're gonna put defend player defend. Okay, done. All right, so that's number 1. Number 2, we're gonna add on another script. Like I really want to push this as much, so we're gonna add one last not say script, but we need to have this function in. So every time you defeat a once you defeat a enemy, you automatically get 1 point, and for every point the enemy gets stronger. Okay, so we're gonna do a quick play, and then we should have enough. Hey, hey. Okay, So when we defend, all right, so when we defend, we need to do something about it. Because I realize when we click defend, we are taking we are getting some damage. No, we are dealing damage. And that's not good. Okay, when you type defend, play defend. Play defend true. Okay, we want no damage. Set no damage. Enemy, yes. Okay. Bonus damage 2, calculated damage, set damage, there we go. Set damage 0. Okay, I know I did it this off. Yeah, just to show you a quick one. That's how it looks like. Okay. Now when we block, we should not deal any damage. No damage whatsoever. Okay, block, 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 block. Okay, we want to block a little bit longer. Yeah, I know we don't take damage anymore. Block. 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 Nice. Okay, cool. So that's that. You know what? Block. Yeah, we want to give a little. I'll adjust, I'll adjust that later. We don't have enough time to do a lot of game balancing per se. Okay, so that's done. Next up, what we need to do next is we need to make sure when enemy is dead. Okay, default setup. This is HP and stuff. No. Current HP. Yeah, we're not bothered with this because we are using a different setup for HP and whatnot. Yeah, we are no longer following this. What do you call this? Hold on a sec. Got hit, stagger, dead. Okay, no, not bothered, because we kind of fixed that already. I don't want to go through the whole entire thing, because it's player respawn. Because this is mainly for, yeah, player setup. There we go. Single player. Yeah, instead of typing SP, I might get what do you call this, loss. So there we go. Current HP, player setup, where the player setup comes in, adventure manager. There we go. Spawn enemy, no, not spawn enemies. Start, combat bar value 10, spawn enemy, player is here. There we go. We are loading all our XP buff here. Okay, enemy defeated, player set to roam, player save file, player mode plus 10. Okay, so we want to get this fixed. Okay, 25. I don't think 25 is, we cannot go above a certain threshold, so that's not good. Add, no, player we want is revision. Okay, gain points, and then we want to use the single player save file, XP buff, XP avatar. Enemy defeated. Okay, plus equals 1. Copy this, put it here. And when the game ends with 444, save game. Okay. So we need to we're gonna fix this reward system. Okay, cool. That's that. That's that. All right, done. Gain points, rewards needs revision, and game. Oh yeah, so basically this enemy defeated, because if we did not defeat an enemy, if you got defeated, you go to game end. All right, so if you HP equals 1 if you get defeated. Yeah, there we go. Because no. Player can go 0. Player can go 0, because if you go 0, you kind of just need to wait to recover. All right. End game. Okay, next up, enemies defeated. This is important. We need to set up our enemy. So we're gonna put here spawn enemy. Okay. Calculate enemy stats. Get win count. Get player win count. So girls enemy defeated. Okay, and then that will be enemy level. Yep. The enemy level. All right, done. And then we're gonna set up enemy manager attack speed 5. So far we only do this 2. What we need to do is we also need to increase enemies attack. So we're gonna go to enemy manager, player avatar manager. Then we need to include one. All right. Okay, so we can add one more function down here. Temp. Okay, so this is single player temp, public bool. No, now this is int. Enemy level. Okay. Next up, because if this is a single player enemy, yep, single player enemy true, which means enemy should deal more damage. I mean, yeah. So here we go, attack. Attack. This is buff. No, before we do anything, I want to double check a few things. I want to double check our enemy attack. Okay, and then we can add a score in the windmill. How many enemies you? Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. I just want to handpick you. Enemy spawn point. Enemy clone. So yes, we are using this. Player avatar manager. Enemy level. Okay, cool. So everything is here. Okay, attack. Face controller, no. Melee detection, no. Where is attack module? Yeah, there we go. Damage 2. Okay. Okay, it's definitely here. Damage. Now, under player avatar manager, is attacking. If it's single player. No, if it's not single player. Yeah, sometimes I get lost with my script, and that's a big deal. If it's not in single player mode, auto attack default setup. If single player, there we go. Yeah, if it's single player enemy, then we do if it's single player, why doesn't player enemy set damage? Okay, so for now, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use enemy level. Oh no, not enemy level. Where are you? Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna purposely set 10 for now, because we're gonna go through our calculation. Set damage for here. Okay. Because if that works, that's it. In terms of combat, we are done. We are absolutely done with the combat. Okay. Okay, we should get a huge chunk of damage. Alright, got damage. Now I want to check my character. We should get 10 damage. Play avatar manager, current HP 10. Okay, check again. Boop, 10. Alright, gotcha. Done. Done. This is the line. This is the line. So, do here. Alright. Okay. With that, that's it. That's it. I can say right now, for combat, it is officially done, whereby I don't need to do anything else anymore. Probably a little bit of rebalancing after I let you guys play. Obviously, visual and whatnot has to be improved, but in terms of coding, we are good. We are absolutely golden. So I just need to adjust this a little bit here, a little bit here, and that's it. Actually, I want to know what is my enemy's HP. It should be 10. Current HP 4. 2. Yeah. Okay. That's it. That's it. Go through the script one more time. Attack module 10. If it's... Oh no, this is player manager. No, it's under player manager, right? The part where I set and player. There we go. Bonus damage, and then calculator. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're gonna revisit the damage calculation once we add our player level. But for the sake of it, go home. We should see player level 2 XP 20. Okay, we want to double check. We really want to double check. XP 20 level 2. Okay, go home. XP 20. That's not good. That's not good. Okay, so when we defeat an enemy, I can't let this go yet. I can't let this go. All right. I can't let this go. Okay, defeat player HP. Okay, yeah. Enemy defeated. And XP. Okay, so XP. How did I do my XP? Game reset. Damage. XP buff. No, not here. No, I don't think I did it here. Where did I put? Where did I put? I need to search this. I really need to make sure this is golden. Yeah, combat wise, we are golden. I just need to fix the reward stage, the rewards. So we're gonna click, no, not life. This is gym. Gym is a permanent buff. Okay. Yeah, permanent buff, XP. No. Basic mouse over highlight. Clickable items. Okay. So item selected. If this is item, else deselect. Aus. Temporary buff, permanent. XP buff. Yup. There we go. XP chart is over here. Okay. So the XP chart is saved over here. All right, this is gonna be a little bit long-winded. So what I'm gonna do is I need to okay. Copy this whole entire chunk. There's no way I can do anything else about this. Copy this whole chunk, go to Adventure Manager, enemy defeated, gain X. No, we're gonna copy paste. We're gonna paste right here. Okay. XP. All right. All right. So we don't need our buff. We don't need you. We need the XP perimeters. Save system buff. Okay, yeah, here, right here. Oh, okay. XP. Since it's not exposed, I don't need to do anything else. All right. So you gain XP. We're gonna have 15. No, if you defeat the play, let's put 25. All right, get current level, new level. Gonna put the calculation here. There we go. And last but not least, okay, done. All right, so if we were to defeat, this is important. This is the last step, because you need to gain level after you defeat an enemy, and of course it's going to be a flat rate for now. All right, so previously it was level 2, 20 points, 20 HP, 20 XP. Come on, one more. One more. One more. Because then from here I can put here enemy defeated, XP gain. Done. That's it. Done. All right, so XP3, 25. Level 3, 25. All right. And we spend an extra half an hour. You know what? I think it's okay. Spending a little bit more time because I really want to get this game out for you guys to play and for me to fulfill the deadline. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Done. And then if we click XP, level 125. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good. We're gonna fix that. But that's for that part, not a big deal. Okay, that's it. That's all I have for you for today. For those who are tuning in from Twitch or Kick, I wish you good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night wherever you are. Have a nice day, my friends. Stay safe. Until then, I will see you guys same time, same place next Tuesday. I think we'll go back to normal next month, or rather 1st of July. And for those who are watching on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and help this channel grow. Until then, I will see you guys in the next video. Yep. Things are going good. Yes.